Good morning, family. Mornings typically look like this. We're all snuggled in bed when we wake up. I cleaned up the boat.
Oh, you did?
Slept in.
Oh, that's nice.
Making a little leftover tacos for lunch.
So this whole system came out. So what I want to do is just kind of do an overview, make sure everything's hooked up.
Today, we're commissioning our Watermaker.
All right, so it's been running for about 10 minutes. It's got 17 seconds left.
Want to see how it goes? Let's do it.
How you doing?
Good.
Calypso did great.
Yeah, we all did good.
Yeah.
The baby slept.
I know, she slept through all that rattling. That's crazy.
Making a little leftover tacos for lunch.
But other than that, Calypso performed flawlessly. Got a sweet little spot right here next to the marina up there. One thing we wanted to test while we were here is how this works at anchor. How's it work, dude?
Good.
He's playing Fortnite on Starlink at anchor with battery power.
Yeah, but do we have unlimited Starlink?
Yeah, even though we have the maritime one, we have it hooked to like a land policy right now.
Oh.
Once we go offshore, we'll have to switch that. We won't be unlimited. Baby's napping good. Let's go have a quickie.
I was thinking about making a vodka orange juice.
Oh, well, okay. That could be nice too. That can lead to the other stuff anyway.
What's today? Thursday? I need to post up the social media stuff for our videos, so I need you to give me the video. I opened up her window while we were going. She really liked it.
Hi. Good morning.
Yeah,
Did you have a
girl.
nice view? Oh, this is Bryn's view. Yeah, did you see outside?
You want to knock knock? We are gonna head in to pay for our mooring spot for the night. Dad, we're out of the water. Good morning, family. Hey, Grumpy. Is it nap time already? Mornings typically look like this. We're all snuggled in bed when we wake up. I cleaned up the boat.
Oh, you did?
Slept in.
Oh, that's nice.
Not really. Still looks pretty messy. It was way worse. We just have kids everywhere. They're multiplying. The kids were out here playing. I made some cream of wheat with pomegranate seeds. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It could be way worse. I'm having a little morning coffee and welcoming my patrons.
Had a really nice night at anchor. Woke up, it's a little windy and the main halyard is smacking the mast. So you go to like an anchorage or a marina, you'll hear people with their halyards smacking the mast. It's really annoying, but the way to stop it is come to your, wherever your main halyard is. It's right here, and release it. And then I'll put a little bit of slack in there. And then you just go up, you go up to it, you pull it down a little bit, just loosen it up. And that will stop it from doing that. So this whole system came out and went down to JT Halden down in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area for like a whole rebuild. And then got it back. I just hadn't had a chance to commission it because we're in the marina and you don't want to pull up water from a marina. So we came up here in St. Augustine for so we could be next to the inlet. So what I want to do is just kind of do an overview, make sure everything's hooked up before I actually start applying water to this thing. That's the through hole right there. The light's on, goes up to that filter, and that is the boost pump. Everything, I didn't touch anything in here, so that should be pretty basic. Never mind that water down there. That comes from a little leak that we get from the fresh water. But anyway, this is our Spectral Watermaker right here. I took this whole unit out. He serviced this, and I also took out the whole membrane system there, and he rebuilt everything. The Clark pump, and we added this little gauge, and also replace the membrane. So I'm basically just gonna make sure all the hoses are all hooked up before we turn this thing on. New filters are in there, a 5 and a 20 micron filter. And then going back here, all the hoses, all the lines look like they're hooked up. This is actually a motor for our AC Watermaker from Seawater Pro. We have 2 Watermakers on board. This looks good. I need to open this valve up. This is our charcoal filter. This is the distribution valve for what tank they're gonna go in. Right now it's going to the port. I want it to go to the starboard. That's the starboard tank there. Before we do all that, I'm gonna open up this valve right here, which sends water over through that line over to the Watermaker for the freshwater flush. And then over here, we're gonna go ahead and open up the freshwater flush area here, the valve that allows that water to come over. And also, since we're on the water pump, I could listen for it inside. If it starts just running crazy, then we have to look for where water might be going, you know? All right, so now JT gave me like a list of instructions. So I'm gonna try to run it in certain modes and stuff like that, and we'll just get that done. And then we'll just make sure that the tank is actually hooked up. Okay, this is the line right here, this little blue line coming in. This is for the fresh water. So that's hooked up to the starboard tank. First step to purge the system is to open up the seacock. There's a little leak between the two filters that I can fix later if I can at least get it to run. Turn the power and we'll enter purge mode. It's been unhooked from the circuit breaker, so we'll go ahead and put it back on, see what happens. Okay, open relief pressure valve. Push the alarm display to silence the alarm. Go to the next page. Press the auto line, it will go into the start mode. The flush valve will open for 30 seconds to prime the system, then the feed pump will start. We're gonna run this. I expect water's gonna leak between these two things. I had to pull these out and repack that. Starting. So right now it's getting water. It's priming the system. There goes water there. The original thing was the thing wasn't producing what it should, and it was like loud. It was so loud. There's a little leak between these two filters. It's just a little line there. You can put some Teflon tape on. That'd be easy to fix. I just want to get this thing with water in it. Yep, water's coming out down there. So that's just purging the system right now. That's good. I'm a little concerned about right here because that's, you know, it's a plastic fitting. I don't know how much pressure goes right there, but it's not running at pressure right now, so we'll see. Now that bubble, it's been probably 4 minutes. That bubble's gone. That's good. We don't want any bubbles in these intake lines. Coming inside, I can see the same screen that's on there, but it shows there's a timer counting. So that's cool. That's the tank we're pulling from, a little less than half. We're gonna run through that purge cycle, and then we're gonna try to run it, and then I have to test the motor speed to see if it's getting up to a certain speeds, whatever. I have this whole thing. All right, so the alarm just went off. It just finished the cycle. It wants me to close the pressure relief valve. So what JT wants me to do is run it in regular mode and then check the parts per million and the gallons per hour. If it's low, I need to adjust the motor, and I just do that using a magnet. Let's take a look and see what the PPMs and the gallon per hour are. He wants me around 16 and under 500. So we're making 8, so we obviously need to go faster. So literally 262 is amazing. Sometimes this will speed up, so let's see if it speeds up at all. Because yeah, it's already at 10. If lower than 16, start speeding up the motor while running. So we'll go ahead and just try to speed it up and see what it does. And under this little box right here is there's a circuit board in here. And on that circuit board, you can adjust the speed of the motor with the magnets. There's a little red line here and a red line there. It used to be marked. I don't know if it's still there.
These little red tabs allow you to increase or decrease the motor speed. You can do it for regular run mode and also for freshwater flush mode, which you'll see next.
The gallon per hour sucks. It's like 10, and it's kind of loud. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the testing of the flush cycle. If the system shuts off for any reason, hit stop. Do another flush and slow the motor down with the magnet. Run the system again in regular mode to get it to go through the entire flush without stopping. Basically, what you don't want to happen is the motor be going so strong that it's trying to pull from the raw water as well. So you close that source and then run it, and if it shuts off, you just gotta slow that motor down. We'll do a freshwater flush and see what happens. And another part is like, if it's not getting enough water through there, afterwards you check what the water is coming out, and if it's not under like I think 1,000 ppm or something, you have to speed the motor up. So basically you want to make sure there's no leaks, which I have one, make sure it runs, make sure that you can get the gallons per hour that you want, which I don't, salinity, which I do, which is good, and then that your freshwater flush is actually flushing the membrane out so you don't have crap sitting in there. So I know that this is running low, I can just hear it. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up just a little bit, and you can probably hear. Definitely sped up there, as did my water leak. Okay, I'm gonna go up until it shuts off and then slow down a bit. This is a Balmar magnet. I just used that to speed the motor up until I felt like it sounded like what it used to be. I'm gonna run it again after this cycle, just to let it go through a whole cycle without me messing with it. Then I'm gonna test the brine discharge and see if it's under 1,000. So that's showing 5:44. Oh, here we go, 6. Oh, now we're higher. Oh yeah, it's over. All right, so I have to speed that up. We're gonna undo the mooring lines. You ready?
Coming up,
Really the best thing we ever did.
Look at that.
we're enjoying life on the hook.
We added a chart plotter here at the nav station.
The captain will take you through the new gear
Man, are they okay?
before we'll drop the ball and start our journey south.
The boat's really, really dirty.
It's embarrassing, to be honest with you. Let's get out of here before anybody comes around and sees us. We'll just go over here between the that and this.
We're Bahamas bound, baby. Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.